Good morning children. Today we are going to learn second part of fiber to fabric. In this lesson, first part we already started in the previous class. Once we recall it. Silk and wool be considered as a animal fiber. There are different types of wools are there, that is Kashmiri wool, Yak wool, Angora wool and camel wool. First we see Kashmiri wool. Kashmiri wool obtained from Kashmiri goats. This wool is also known as Pashmina. Kashmiri wool is also known as Pashmina. Next, Yak wool. Yaks found in the Ladakh region. This wool is used to make sweaters, coats and blanket. Next, Angora wool. This wool is obtained from Angora rabbit and Angora goats. The fleece means hair. The fleece taken from Angora goats called mohair. Next, camel wool. Camel wool is used to make coats, robes and sportswear. Next, we see wool processing. There are 5 major steps to be followed in the processing of wool. That is shearing, washing, rowing, carding and spinning. That and all we already finished it in the previous class. Now we are going to learn about silk. Silk is a fine, strong, lustrous fiber produced by silkworms. Silk does not conduct heat and help us to keep our body warm in winter and cool in summer. Silk fiber is also known as the queen of fibers. Which fiber we called as queen of fibers? Silk. Nearly 5000 years ago, at first China have been introduced the silk materials. Silk is considered as an animal fiber. Silk is primarily produced in China, India, Southeast Asia and Japan. Next, production of silk. Silk is obtained from the silkworms which feed on the mulberry leaves. Silkworm which feed on mulberry leaves. Silkworm live for a very short time, only about 2 months. During this period, they pass through 4 stages of development. First one, egg. Second stage, larva. Third one, cocoon. And fourth stage, moth. This period is called life cycle of silk moth. The 4th stage we called as life cycle of silk moth. The cultivation and production of silk is known as sericulture. Okay, what is sericulture? The cultivation and production of silk is known as sericulture. We see life cycle of silk moth. Okay, in the first stage, egg. Okay, egg. The female silk moth lays large number of eggs. In about 2 weeks time, the fertile leave eggs hatch into caterpillars. The second stage is larva. After hatching, the caterpillars feed vigorously. They are fed with fresh mulberry leaves. During this period, the caterpillars shed their skin 4 times while they grow. Next, silk moth move to pupa. Third stage. Once the caterpillars are about a month old, they stop eating. Thus, this stage is called the pupal stage. The pupa secrete protein fibers all around them. The fibers harden on exposure to air and form cocoons. Each cocoon is made of a single silk fiber around 1 kilometer long. Next, the final stage is moth. The caterpillars develop in the cocoons and becomes moth. The moths comes out of the cocoons and live for a few days. This is the life cycle of moth. After the cocoons are unwound and then the individual silk filament must be reeled together to form a thread large enough for weaving. The silk thread is cleaned, dyed and woven into fabric. Next we see wild silkworm. Okay, in the wild silkworm, first one tassar, eri and muga. This and all we considered as an wild silkworm. First one we see tassar. The tassar silkworm mainly feed on leaves of arjun trees and can be produced tassar silk. Next, eri silkworm. Eri silkworms feed on castor leaves to produce brick red color eri silk. Third one, muga silkworm. Muga silkworm found only in Assam. It feed on the leaves of some trees and produce lustrous golden yellow muga silks. In silk production, India is the world's second largest producer of silk. Next we see properties of silk. Silk is the strongest natural fiber. It can be dyed easily. Silk absorbs good amount of moisture. It can be very comfortable for wearing. It retains its shape and it's relatively smooth. Next we see uses of silk. Silk is used to make saris, blouse, scarves, pants and ties. It can also be made into curtains, cushion covers and sofa covers. It also used in the medical field. In the medical field for sutures and prosthetic arteries. Okay children, the lesson is completed. Thanks for watching.